indoor facility opening right downtown Detroit pretty soon here. Detroit City bought the old Red Wings practice facility.
That, yeah.
It's like the first minor league team to do something like this.
Yeah.
But we're putting a huge bar and restaurant in there. And
yep.
One, two, 1, 2. Good morning and welcome to the Ultimate Soccer Arenas in Pontiac, Michigan for the 2018 Michigan Youth Soccer State Cup Finals for the girls' side. In the first matchup, we have the under 16 girls here in the 8 a.m. kickoff time between the National TriCounty 02 Black and the National Union's 02 Red. TriCounty will be in the blue, going from right to left on your screen. And Nationals Union will be in the black with red shorts. Thanks for joining us. We'll have a total of 6 games throughout the course of the Sunday afternoon. Always a pleasure coming to you here from Michigan. We have both the spring and fall cups that we bring to you from the state of Michigan, across both in Saginaw and also for the boys' side and the girls' side here in Pontiac. A beautiful morning. You can see the sun rising outside of the Ultimate Soccer Arena. It's a beautiful facility here in Pontiac, just a suburb of Detroit. Thanks for joining us early this morning, 8 a.m. Teams are lined up. And we're off in the 8 a.m. kickoff. Trying to keep you updated on the scoreboard as well as the clock. It doesn't look like the clock is necessarily working here inside the facility, so we'll keep you as informed as possible. All the way on that far side, now at the middle of the field. Obviously, early on, teams try to feel each other out. Ball on the pitch here on the near side. Nice that the girls get to play indoors. You never know here in Michigan in mid to late October what the kind of weather will be as an early foul right at the midfield line. Nationals TriCounty 03 Black coming in with a 4-0 unblemished record here in regional play, or state cup play, excuse me. As the ball trickles out of bounds, and it'll be for a goal kick. Only given up 3 goals so far in their 4 matches, and have had 19 goals for. In that round of 16, they won 2-0 over Plymouth Rain, and in the quarterfinal, they were able to pull off a 3-2 win over Nationals Union. Here's an early ball across the box. Nobody there on the tail end, and it'll be out for another goal kick. Semi-final result for Nationals Tri-County was 3-1, and they defeated the Michigan Jaguars. Just one ODP player on the team. Definitely have exceeded expectations compared to last year's side, as they finished just in the quarterfinal last year in the State Cup, going 3-0-2. But as a result of this, how the season went, the team was promoted to participate in the U.S. Soccer National League for the 2018 seasonal season. Ball here in the near side. Still a little bit of pressure. Looks like Black is playing with just 3 in the back. They're playing, looks to me, as a 3-5-2 here early on. Certainly a popular formation here over the course of the last couple years in the sport. A lot of pressure given by the left wing back. Always early on in the match, teams just take a little bit of time to figure each other out a little bit, especially early on. Not too many people want to be playing an 8 a.m. match. Big field for the girls' side. U16s. With it early. We're going to try to give you guys the proper names. A few girls are wearing different jersey numbers, so we apologize if we're of the first half. Good work here down the near side. TriCounty in the black. Nationals Union in the blue. Now out to the right back. Playing in 4 in the back. With a little bit of pressure. Ooh. Good try there, but it was able to come out for throw in now. Here on the near side. 77 will throw it in. Taking their time, getting the ball in, and now bounce off the knee, and we'll go the other way. Throw-in ensued. Thanks for joining us here on the Michigan State Youth Soccer Association YouTube page. Live action over the course of the last 3 seasons here in the state of Michigan for their youth soccer. Wonderful organization. Next takeaway on the right wing. Good service ball into the middle of the box. The top of the 18. Now a trickle out of bounds for a throw-in. Another throw-in. Nationals Union in the black, red and red, while Nationals TriCounty, blue. Corner coming up now for Nationals Union, all the way in the corner. Jenna will take it on that far side. Will be an in-swinger. Low-driven ball near post. And a tough one, but the goalkeeper is able to come up with a good job there by the Tri-County keeper. The great thing about playing indoors, and a bad giveaway here. Can they finish? No, good job there from the left back. Well done there from the recovery of the Tri-County left back. But it will be another Nationals Union corner. Now here on the near side this time. We'll try to walk you through it as the post gets in our way here on this indoor facility. Unfortunately, we don't have floating cameras. Nice floater right into the hands of the goalkeeper. Looked like it actually bent out of bounds first, though, so it would be a goal kick for Tri-County. Nationals Union coming in with also a 4-0 record here at the State Cup level to reach the finals. 12 points in 4 matches, exactly what you're looking for. Tri-County here on the near side. Union keep possession. Good width here from Union. Trying to spread it out to the left center back. Always fun to watch a team try to implement the 3-5-2 formation. A lot of work by the wing outside wing backs when you play a 3-5-2. Usually, typically, your most fit players on the field are those 2 wide positions. Can they play it into space? Mia tries to track it down. Leonetti had it, but then got it taken away. Good defense there from Tri-County. Now with the ball on the far side. Early on, Nationals Union seemed to have a little bit more of the possession in the middle of the park, as Tri-County looks to go certainly a little bit more direct here to start the first half. 4-0, goals for 22, and only given up 4 throughout the course of these 4 matches. The round of 16, they went 4-0 against the Michigan Jags. Quarterfinal, they also shut out their opponent in the Michigan Hawks. And then got the narrow defeat, or win, excuse me, over Legends FC 1-0 to reach the final here this morning. Good possession here from Tri-County now. Starting to string a few passes together. Nice work there. Now in the middle of the park with an opportunity at the top of the box. Nice turn, but then taken away. Giveaway there. Can Leonetti track it down? Goalkeeper comes out. Here's a chance. Can she let it go? Tried to turn her, bring it to her left foot, but she just let it get away from her. Gateson. Fun team to watch. She plays as more of the number 10, Jenna does, in that 3-5-2 as the attacking midfielder. And then in front of her is Leonetti. And number 13 as well. Nice turn here, lots of space. with a big field in this age bracket, there's usually a little bit more space than typical for players. Game's just a little bit slower, and they don't cover as much ground as fast as maybe an older age bracket. Good ball played in. Still right in the middle of the box. Not too many black players around, though. They do have it at the top of the 18. Can she put one on frame? She does, and it's easily corralled by the TriCounty goalkeeper, though. Early on here, first half, played just entering the 14th minute of action. Last year, this side also finished as the quarterfinalists in last year's State Cup event. So both teams certainly have improved from last season's results. Both teams only going into the round of 16, or excuse me, round of 8, and now both teams have reached the final here on State Cup Final Sunday. Here's a service ball into the 18. Can they bring it down here at the top of the D? No luck there. Kettler will throw it in as Nationals Union keep possession back in their defensive third. Thanks for joining us here at the Michigan State Youth Soccer Association YouTube page. Covered almost 40 to 60 games so far here over the course of the last 3 years between the Boys State Cup Finals and the Girls State Cup Finals from 2016, 2017, and now this year in the 2018-2019 season. A ball down into the corner. We're losing it a little bit. Played about 16 minutes here in the first half. Be a goal kick for TriCounty. Coached by Luke Ruff. Assisted by Tyler Chanel. Good left-footed boot here from the goalkeeper. Ball played into the box. Nobody home. And TriCounty just boots it out of bounds. I think she's a little frustrated with herself there. Jacqueline Brown kind of showed the frustration on her face and body language. Little foul there. They'll keep possession. McCormick will take it for TriCounty. The way she looks like she's winding up, she's looking to go pretty direct here. Pushes it forward onto the head of her fellow teammate, but comes up to Nationals Union. There'll be a throw-in. Michigan State Soccer Association is a nonprofit organization that represents over 90,000 youth soccer players, 10,000 plus coaches, and 6,000 plus referees throughout Michigan. They're a member of the USYSA and the U.S. Soccer Federation. Throw in for National Union. Coached by Henry Steinwasher. Ball stayed in bounds and just trickled out right at the last minute. Gayton was trying to keep it in bounds. Had a couple players to beat. Tried to push the ball kind of just out of her own space and had to track it down with her speed, but kind of got pushed off the ball. That one's right in the middle of the park. That's good hold-up play there from the Union. Now out wide. Twist has it. She takes it inward. Still with it. Nice possession here. 77 whips it into the box. Couldn't bring it down. In the center of the park and just got away from her for the TriCounty goalkeeper. This one's pumped up. Now with it, not a ton of pressure here. Early on here in the first half, neither team really putting on too much pressure on either of the opponent's back lines. So it gives them a little bit of time to play with it. Certainly in the middle of the field, there's lots of space for both the teams to turn with it. Still with it here. Giveaway by TriCounty. Now with some space and the ball's just played out of the stretch of the Union's forward. Now here's a little bit of pressure. Gervers plays it back. Dole. And that one's pushed out of bounds. That'll be a mistake on her part. Will be a throw in for Nationals Union. Thrown in right into the corner. Have a 3v2 if they can get rid of it. Whipped in ball with the left foot. Kind of came off the back or the wrong side of her boot. Twist was hoping that it was going to bend and it just kind of didn't make its turn, so it went wide out onto the corner of the 18 and then out of play. TriCounty easily able to bring it back. Now with possession. Occupy that space and a giveaway there. Well, if you're TriCounty's coach and Luke Ruff, you're certainly looking to get your wide players a little bit more involved and create a little bit more opportunities for possession. Wide players aren't necessarily getting to those spaces like they should intend to. Giving those center backs a little bit tougher of a situation and decisions to make trying to play out of the back. Nice one there from TriCounty. Well done there by Weitzel. Big bodies up top for both sides. Weitzel is for number 44 up top for TriCounty. Does a good job. Pinches in centrally to receive the ball. TriCounty playing a 4-4-2. Giveaway. Union. We'll see if they hold up play or try to go with it. They're undermanned there. 3v4. But it certainly decided to try to attack the space where they had opportunities to. There's a little bit better possession there from the Union. Now TriCounty beats one player. Now down the right wing. Cuts it back in, corner of the 18. Ooh, tried to slip it through to her forward. Was unable to. Good job there from Simon. Way to keep the pass there. Ooh, that's a tough ball with the sun coming through the windows. Probably a little bit blinding. Here's a chance. Ooh, good recovery there from the left back though from TriCounty, and double teamed. That will go out of bounds though for another corner. The fourth corner kick now for Nationals Union. Ball will be whipped in here from the near side, entering the 24th minute of action. Ball played in, and it's just almost out of the reach. Set piece is a big part of the girls' game. Any part of the game, honestly. If you were tuned into the World Cup this past summer on the men's side, lots of set piece goals from free kicks and from the corners. Good pace there from the TriCounty forward. Going to take it herself and just bulldozes over the defender, but the ball does get away from her into the National Union's goalkeeper's hands. In all fluorescent. Lots of substitutions coming in for Nationals Union. We'll chat with those, announce those subs as they play along. A little bit tougher here in the club level. Sometimes the roster numbers aren't always the same as they present it. Hopefully you're enjoying the live coverage here from Pontiac, Michigan at the Ultimate Soccer Arenas, just a north suburb of Detroit. Beautiful morning. Makes it even more beautiful when you're inside, seeing it from the windows and the sunrise this morning. Early morning here for staff, officials, and players certainly. Ball played into the hands of the National Union's goalkeeper. Been a long few days, I'm sure, for the players and coaches and certainly the families. Out wide on the left. Brings it across her body, the top of the corner, top of the 18. Good defense there from TriCounty. Nationals Union trying to pump on the door. U16 girls play 40-minute halves. And then as you get into the 17 through 19s, they're up to the full 45-minute periods. Nice little crowd on here early this morning. Crossed on the other side if you want to tune in to just some other good coverage. It's the top age group, the under 19 girls. Always a fun one to watch. Nationals Union Blacks are playing Kingdom SC 2000 Reds. Join Jeremy Otto on the call on Field 1. If you just scroll over on the other side of the YouTube page if you want to check out that game. Coming up then after this game on Field 3 will be the under 18 girls game. Should be a fun one. Nationals Union yet again. The 01s black side playing the Michigan Jaguars 01 green side. That will be a 10:30 Eastern kickoff here in Pontiac, and then we'll finish up with the 1 o'clock hour matches here on Field 3 with the under 14 youngest age bracket with the Michigan Hawks and Nationals Union. Nationals Union representing 5 teams in 6 of the 6 matches, so well represented here at the State Cup final day. All the way in the corner. Seems to be a lot of play here in the corners that we can't reach with our camera. Headed in the middle. Ball pushed out. That one played forward, trying to find the head of 22. Isabella. Up top, those substitutions. The Fenton native. Isabella Raitano. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. I apologize if I'm not. That one's trickled out. Can it stay in bounds? It goes all the way to the byline, and it'll be a goal kick for TriCounty. Nationals Union knocking on the door. Certainly been in the final third a little bit more than TriCounty has here in the first half. Pumping it forward here. Brought it down super well there, the TriCounty central midfielder. Actually, the center forward, Weitzel, she's playing a little bit more withdrawn now, though. Playing more as a 10 or a central midfielder. Was up top earlier to start the match, but is now kind of dropped in behind Lukowski. Good battle there in the back as Schultz was able to clear it out for Nationals Union. Out wide now, Landa gets past her player. That one goes into the corner. And it'll be a through. Well, we'll see what they're going to give. Looks like it's going to be another corner. They're going to occupy two players here in the corner. See what they can do. Looks like they ended up calling a foul. It is basically they're going to set it up as a corner. Certainly, as you defend, you're going to set it up just as you would a normal corner kick on the defensive side. That one was not able to be cleared fully. Union were unable to put one on frame, though. Goes out well wide of the goal frame. TriCounty brings it in. 33rd minute of action here. First half. Here's some space. Still out wide. Can they be their players? It's 2v2. That one's pushed out of bounds and still stays out. Lando is trying to keep it in play. Bella pushes it out of bounds. So we throw in. Here's a good chance for Nationals Union to put a little bit of pressure on TriCounty here deep in their defensive third. Always the best place to get the ball back is in those tight, tough corners where they can just lock them in. Good possession here. Can they keep possession? Can they have composure? Another player adds in right at the top of the D. Nice turn on frame and right into the hands of the goalkeeper. But a little bit more action there from Nationals Union. A little bit better combination play going forward. Able to really stay composed and move the ball around in that final third. You got to think neither team really taking too many chances one way or the other, whether defensively. Bella gives the ball away right in the middle of the field. Now TriCounty with it. They're going to try to move the ball quickly. Nope, taken away. Doesn't have the numbers. Will hold it back. Gives the ball away once again. TriCounty now with it. Trying to find possession. That's good pressure there from Tristan Phillips. Had the time there, but just kind of booted it forward. Was a TriCounty left back. Good work there near side. Megan Lukowski with it deep in the corner. We've lost it a little bit over in that corner. Apologize. It'll be a throw-in for Nationals Union. Sorry we can't get in those corners, guys. This is a really tough venue from a standpoint of limited visibility from certain angles up top. Just under 4 minutes to play here, first half. No real stoppage in play throughout the first 40 minutes here in the first half. The only real stoppage of play have been from the single substitution by both sides about halfway through the first half. Tristan now, Phillips with it. Brings it back into the middle of the field. Can more players get involved now in the play? Now out wide. Landa serves it into the box, into the into the 6. Nothing there. Again, starting to get a little bit better delivery by the Union, but just haven't been able to find the final end product, though, on the other end. That sunshine shining through those windows at the top of the warehouse-looking building. That houses 2 full field regulation size turf fields here in Pontiac. If you've never been here, great facility. Been here a really long time. One of only few indoor facilities here in the state of Michigan that can house this type of event. Another one in the Detroit area has just been kind of brought into fruition as of recent. Obviously, a lot of popular events happen here. Michigan Bucks of the PDL used to be housed here and play here for at least over a decade. Recently, in the last 1 or 2 years, here's a ball played in. That one's good effort from about 20 yards out. It's really the first one that's been even remotely close to on frame for TriCounty, so I'm sure that'll be a talking point at halftime for Luke Ruff's side. Just challenge the goalkeeper, be a little bit more open to taking some chances, even if they're from distance. Bucks have moved outside now over the last 2 seasons. But they also host here at the arena the Spring College Cup, which typically has Oakland and Michigan State and Notre Dame and a few other big-time programs within the region playing some of their spring matches here. Certainly the other facility that's just been acquired from the MPSL side, Detroit City. I'm sure there'll be some action taken on at that indoor facility as well. Near side. Not too much time there. Ball punched into the stomach of the Nationals Union player. TriCounty will still have it here, though, on the near side. Good crowd on hand. Probably lots of friends and family. That's the big thing about the state cup level, is that obviously the matches are played within your state, usually within a reasonable driving distance. So crowds are much better than maybe on the national level, maybe at the National League or National Championship level. TriCounty absorbing a little bit of pressure here late in the first half as National Unions are trying to knock on the door. Landa plays it out wide. Hard crunching tackle here on the near side. Both players were able to get up though. Still with it now. Again, tried to serve it in, but good defense there from TriCounty. Tries to beat her player, doesn't. With a chance all the way to the byline. Service ball. Are there runners? Plays it backwards and just couldn't get enough on it. Could have been tricky though. There's a couple TriCounty defenders in the way of the goalkeeper, and probably took a second for her to see where the ball exactly was. That's where sometimes it can be challenging for goalkeepers if they don't see the ball come off the foot right away. Nice touch there. Got away from it as of late though. A little tricky there. There'll be a little bit of foul. Trying to see what they're going to do. Brianna Gervers though went to the ground and just clipped right at the end of her cleat though. And the referee kind of let it play on. They wanted to see what the play would ensue and try to give at least advantage if it was allowed. Now another ball played out wide this time. Can she keep it in bounds? Does. The touch line. That one's given away. Can TriCounty clear it? And that one looks like the AR here on the near side whistled it out of bounds. So it will be a goal kick for TriCounty. Should be nearing the end of the first half here. And that will be it. Figured there would be very little stoppage time, but it's all square here. Goalless in the first half in the first match here at the 8 a.m. times between the National Unions 02 Red and Nationals TriCounty 02 or 03 Black. We'll be back with more coverage in the second half here in about 10 to 12 minutes. You've been joining us here on the MSYSA YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us back here on the MSYSA YouTube channel. All these broadcasts has been brought to you by several of the great sponsors for MSYSA. Amazon Smile. Shop Amazon Smile and support MSYSA. Dick's Sporting Goods, the official sports good retailer and tournament sponsor of MSYSA. Sports Forms. Take your club and league paperless with Sports Forms. The Premier College Combines, official combine partner of MSYSA. The Team App. Create free apps for your club and league with Team App. And Wilson Trophy Company, the official award supplier of MSYSA. And Under Armour, the official apparel sponsor of MSYSA. Back here and getting ready to start the second half. Scoreless between Nationals Union and TriCounty. The beautiful Pontiac, Michigan, especially this morning. A beautiful morning here, crisp fall morning in the Midwest. 2 40-minute halves here at the under 16 girls level. We'll kind of recap a little bit about what these teams did leading up to this point. The age groups for this weekend are the under 14s through 19s. The total number of teams that have registered throughout the course of this State Cup week and weekend, 181 teams. The champions of regional championships will then advance to the nationals. Teams switch sides, and it'll be TriCounty going from left to right, and your Nationals Union in the black kits will go from right to left. Yet again, scoreless here. Not really any extremely threatening opportunities by either side in the first half. Couple on frame, but nothing too scary for either of the side's goalkeepers. One 0 on the other side of action. And that one's at halftime still. A little bit longer of halves, though, with it being a under 19 girls. Kingdom SC up 1-0 over Nationals Union 2000 on the under 19 girls side at halftime over at Field 1. Coming up next here at the 10:30 game will be Nationals Union 01s versus Michigan Jaguars 01. Certainly Nationals Union with a little bit more of the pressure in the first half here on Field 3. So it'd be fun to watch what both coaches do in their adjustments during the halftime segment. Typically, you start to see the experience from coaches during those tactical changes made during the halftime. Ball played out wide. Can she track it down all the way into the corner? And that one will go out of bounds in favor of TriCounty. Union with it. TriCounty pushes it out of bounds. Again, Nationals Union with it. TriCounty will have it here. Pressure. Throw in. Top of the box. Can TriCounty keep it in? They decide to keep it out. They'll have a throw in. Punches it forward. No one there. Nationals Union tries to clear. It doesn't get a full good cleat on it. Still with it. Now taken away. They just boot it forward for a foot race. And just punched out of bounds. Hart really didn't have too many options in that left back position, so just clearing it out gave Nationals Union a throw in. TriCounty, though, keeps possession now with some space here on the right wing. Nothing there, right into the foot of the Nationals Union left back. Now turn with the space into the corner of the box. Punches it back towards the top of the penalty area. Lets it fly, but deflected. Still with possession, top of the 18. Can they keep possession right here at the top of the key? Still with it, right outside of the 18 box. Plays it forward. Can it be on frame? It is. Great save, though. The first real chance from Nationals Union. And that's what you got to do, maybe from outside in distance, but certainly the best chance of the day. A good save. Was reaching towards the upper 90s, and a two-handed punch from the TriCounty goalkeeper will give the Nationals Union a corner kick. First one of this second half. 6-1 overall. Not the greatest of corner kicks there. But they do keep possession. What can she do here on the near side? Isabella was trying to keep possession. Turned with it. Didn't have anybody really behind her to help in that possession. So she went back into pressure. Here's another chance with the left foot this time. Mia Leonetti with a chance there. Always fun to watch how teams kind of use their style play. Neither of these teams really build out of the back at all. So much space on the wide areas that are not being exploited, and certainly it's going to give them a little bit more space in the middle of the field if they are willing to use the width first. Nationals Union in the black and red. Great part is if they can use those wide areas in the wing backs of that five in the middle, they're still going to be overmanned in the middle of the park in the central position with just two center midfielders for TriCounty in that 4-4-2. You started to see that late in the first half. A lot more opportunities for those wing players for Nationals Union. We're able to get into those spaces and really provide some decent opportunities coming in from the wide areas into the box. No one on the other end of it, though. Had a couple of chances, just couldn't find the end foot for the final product. Still with it. Entering the 9 o'clock hour. Just entering the 50th minute of play here in the second half. We'll play 80 total minute game here at the under 16 girls level. On the first timer, those can be tricky sometimes, especially with the type of spin. Kettler with it all the way down in that corner. Good defense, though, from Weitzel. Back played in. Here's Mia. Mia with a chance on frame. First time's it and just punches it over well wide of the goal frame. But that clearance coming from all the way back here from Schultz, Nationals Union. Made a high bounce on the turf. Found Mia with an opportunity. She didn't decide to settle it down. She just went for the first timer, and it just came off of her foot the wrong way. Could have been a glorious goal, though, if she was able to connect on that first time opportunity. But you can see Nationals Union starting to knock on the door here a little bit. 10, 12 minutes into the second half. Neither team's not used to giving up too many goals here in the State Cup level. Combined between the two teams, they've only given up 7 goals, and they've scored 43 combined goals between the two sides here just in the State Cup game of I think total of 8 games between the two teams. Both teams with 4 matches here getting to the finals. 4-0, unblemished, 12 points through those 2 first matches into the quarterfinal and then the semifinal match. This ball played in will trickle out of bounds for another goal kick for Nationals Union. Now you see them playing out of the back. I don't know if they must have heard me or they had a good coaching point, but that's the first time that the Nationals Union have played out of the back from a goal kick, and certainly allows them to have a little bit better possession. If TriCounty's not going to step up and provide pressure on those two players right outside the box to receive that ball, that's the perfect opportunity for them to build out of the back and keep possession moving up the field. Typically, if you're a more technically sound team, that's a fantastic way to play. And maybe if you're undersized as well, because you're not going to necessarily be a team that's going to win the ball in the air on set pieces. A ball looked like a handball on TriCounty, so it'll be a free kick. They're going to a quick, nice little restart right in the middle of the field. Has some space. Isabella Aitano with it again. Bella with it. Now wide. Out to Kettler. Good defense there. Nice little battle here on the near side. From 19 on blue. Again, I don't have a 19 blue on my roster that I was provided, so I apologize. That one flagged for out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in for TriCounty. TriCounty with a 3-1 win yesterday in the semifinal over the Michigan Jags. Great ball. Can TriCounty get one? It's always fun if a team can pull one back or pull one forward on a counter against the run of play. Always makes for a fun and entertaining game when that happens. And that's certainly what TriCounty's here doing, is a lot of counter football. They're just not having a lot of the possession. Be a throw in for TriCounty here in the near side. Right along here. Can they keep possession? Nowhere really to go. Trying to find a way. Nationals Union keeps it and then just unfortunately knocks off the thigh of 24 on TriCounty. Be a throw in here. Good hold up play there. Well done there from Mia. Here's a chance in the box. Goalkeeper comes out, slides, and gets there in time. Good recognition from the goalkeeper to come off her line when she did. Really read it well. She was already off a little bit inside the, maybe right around the 6-yard box line, and easily able to come out and made the decision early and committed to it. And that's what's important for goalkeepers, is making the decision and being committed to that, not necessarily being indecisive about it, because that's when it typically goes wrong for you. Ball throwing on that far side. One thing you got to love about playing on turf is it's a pretty true roll, pretty true speed of play, regardless of the conditions. You know, so if it's outside turf, you start to get a little bit more interesting with the heat, or if it's raining, the ball will just kind of skip. Ball played into space. Mio with it again. Cuts it back, tries to find somebody, waiting for some help. Played in the middle of the box, nobody there. Nationals Union keep possession though. TriCounty still holding firm though. On that far side, can they whip it in? Again, TriCounty. Here's a chance on frame and goes out of bounds. So it started with a good opportunity from Lagrosso on that far side. Tried to whip it in, but couldn't find the end of Leonati. And then the second attempt from Nationals Union was well wide and sprayed out to that far left side of the goal. And it would be a goal kick now for TriCounty. Nationals Union shut out Legends FC yesterday in their 1-0 win to reach the final here. Pretty even game now as the game starts to pick up a little bit. Very different styles of play, though, from both teams. Nationals Union certainly wants to keep the ball a lot more than TriCounty does. Nice move there. Union still with possession. Ooh, tried to beat two players. Could have played it back to her left back who was calling for it. Kettler with it. Throws it in. Still with it. Near side. Ava with it. Twist. Just kind of played it forward. Again, had the left back and able to keep possession if she had gone negative with it. Can TriCounty put a little bit of pressure on Nationals Union? That one's going to be a foul. Which way are we going with it? Looks like the TriCounty player just stumbled right over top of the left back twist. Good turn there. Great opportunity. TriCounty tries to beat 3 players. Here's 11 with some pace, with a chance. Ooh, great opportunity. Great defense there from Nationals Union, but man, you could see the pace. Lukowski there. Megan taking on 3 players. Man, you really saw her pace there in open field. And if I was you, if I was on that field, I'd be looking for 11 once again next time down the field. Now Nationals Union on the counter. Here's an opportunity with it on frame. 1 player to beat on the outside, and it just goes in the back of the net. Nationals Union take the lead. And boy, oh boy, the Tri-County goalkeeper, wish she could have had that one back. Went off the end of her fingertips. Thought she had the save, but it just trickles into the side netting. And Nationals Union take a 1-0 lead. And just like that on the counter, what we thought could have been an opportunity for Tri-County to steal a goal midway through, right on the opposite end, 20 seconds later, Nationals Union take the 1-0 lead entering the 70th minute. '70th minute now. 10 minutes remain here. Can't pick out a number over there. That's out of my range, certainly. Farthest part in this complex, I think. But Union keep possession. Now out wide. I think it's LaGrasso out there. I can't tell if it's 7 or 17 out there. It looks like 17, yeah. Jenna's out there with it. Some big bodies National Union have, so if they can put a decent ball into the box, put one on frame here, I would assume 2-0 with just a few minutes left to play might be the dagger for Nationals Union. Here's another chance with an opportunity. Tri-County pushes it away again. It'll be a 3rd corner now. The 9th corner kick for Nationals Union. 4th one of this second half. They go short, or at least a dummy. Good chance on frame. That one just not enough. Coaching philosophies on how you defend corners are always fun to watch. Do you man mark? Do you zonal mark? Do you do a combination of both? When you send a player out to go short, do you send an additional player? Do you put players on the near post, the far post? Both. Everyone kind of has their own take on it. Certainly, I think knowing kind of your team and your team dynamic and what it's composed of is certainly part of that decision-making process as well. We're going to have 1 substitution here for Tri-County as Scribner goes out, replaced with another defender. This one pumped into the box. Can they get on the end of it? They don't. They do now, though, on the second opportunity. Tri-County just kind of flicked it forward. Still with it right at the top of the 18. Now at the penalty area, at the 6. What a great save from National Union. The National Union goalkeeper just stood on her head to keep it 1-0. And a point-blank opportunity for Tri-County to level it at 1-1. And that one's going to be a foul. Things are starting to heat up a little bit. It'll be a yellow card for Tri-County's number 12. The first yellow card issued, and boy, things are starting to heat up. But my goodness, National Union goalkeeper just kept them in this game. And that could still be the eventual winner. Here's a great service ball in. 17 on frame, and that one's taken up. Jenna Gaetan with the service ball. Now here's another chance, 13, near side. She plays it into the box, tried to find twist, but got it taken away from the TriCounty player. Just about 4 minutes remaining, plus maybe another minute of stoppage time after the goal and the yellow card. Probably still shouldn't be anything more pumping numbers forward at this point. You got to start to think about putting some players, some attacking players in to get the game back at 1 apiece. Tough challenge, though. You don't want to take too much away from what's going. They've had a couple of chances here in the second half. And they don't want to give up a second goal because then that puts the game away, really, for Nationals Union. Live coverage of the 2018 Michigan State Youth Soccer Association Fall State Cup Finals for the girls' side. The boys then play in the springtime. We bring you that live coverage in June from Saginaw, Michigan. Nice, fun area of the country, of the state during that time of the year. I don't think I want to be heading up that way from about now till March, but it gets a little more chilly. Now out wide. Union with it now, starting to show a little bit of their faith. Their shape, excuse me. That one just bounced over the foot of Landa. Entering the 77th minute. 78th minute, trickling into now. Nationals Union looking to try to keep numbers. They got 3 back. Nalia, 16, plays as a defensive center mid. You can just tell her coach just screaming, stay back, stay back. Provide support right in the middle of the park. Certainly if you're Coach Steinwasser, you're wanting to try to seal this game up and hold on to their narrow 1-0 lead. Looking to every player trying to get in behind the ball now, all 11 players, all 10 field players. TriCounty pumps it forward, trying to find the tying goal. Now on the counter. Nothing there, and it's a small foul. I don't know how much I would have called that, but I'm not the one in the yellow kit running all morning. Every dead ball, Nationals Union will take their time. Draw seconds, suck seconds off the clock as they can. Their clock was off. We still have about 10 minutes left. I thought this half went really fast in the Union. Barry in the second goal. And that might be sealing the deal. 2-0 in favor of Nationals Union now. right at the 70th minute. About 10 minutes left here. Now we'll see what it does to TriCounty here. Can they pull one back? We always know that a 2-goal deficit is always the most dangerous deficit to have in soccer. And sometimes when you're down by 2 goals, if you get one back, typically momentum changes, because then you got the team that's down by just 1 start to really, really provide pressure, and that all-encompassing what we call the mojo, the momentum, starts to shift. Let's see if TriCounty can put one on frame here. This one's right into the hands of the goalkeeper, though. You know, looking back 5-8 minutes ago, the play of the game, man, could have really, really been that huge save from the National Union goalkeeper that kept it up 1-0. This game could be completely different right now if it had been 1-1 or 0-0 even. But instead, her heroics has given them a little bit more life, and they've now gone up 2-0 over TriCounty here under the 10 minutes left to play in the match. 2-0. 1 goal in early stages of the second half, and then just moments ago in the 70th minute, the Union take a 2-goal lead on TriCounty. Certainly TriCounty's had a lot more run of play here in the second half, though, compared to their first half performance. So it's been a promising second half for the blue. They're going to force National Unions here to go long with their goal kick this time. Players are a lot higher forward. Here's an opportunity. That's what you want to do, especially at this girls' level. There's a push. Here's a great opportunity now. Can they set up a good set piece? They're going to pump everybody into the box, maybe minus 1 player. So they've got 8 players in the box. Just 1 kind of fallback player in case of a transition counter, and then 1 player on the ball. Service ball in. Had the opportunities, that one tricked out. That's going to be for a goal kick, but not too much in regards to the placement of that ball. It was more of a driven ball that didn't give the players too much time to run onto it. This time now, Schultz will take it. Field player. Union with it here on the near side. Good clearance there this time. Jackie played it out wide. Brown right there in the middle of the park, kind of the captain or the commander of the midfield for this Nationals TriCounty side. Both teams with the Nationals in their name. 1 go by Union, 1 go by TriCounty. Here's a chance. Tried to cut it back was Bukowski. Good takeaway there. Now the chance. Played it through. Here's a chance for a 3rd goal. Can they put one away? Good save from the TriCounty goalkeeper. Union starting to thread through some of the TriCounty back line, though. Had a few chances here now on quick transitions. This one will roll out of bounds for another goal kick. Some gaps in the Tri-County back line are starting to open up a little bit. The combination play from the Union starts to get a little bit more effective with that space. 75th, 76th minute of action here. The 8 a.m. time frame. U16 girls state cup final here from Pontiac, Michigan, the Ultimate Soccer Arenas. We'll have another substitution for Tri-County. 24 will exit the game. Get a breather here. Played a good score of this second half for the first 35 minutes of it. As Ashton Parker enters the game as another attacking option for Tri-County. Little push in the back. I was wondering if they were going to call it, waiting to kind of see what the advantage was going to play out, but pretty obvious. Hands in the back from Kettler. Anytime you extend your arms into the back of a player, they're typically going to call that. There's a trick to the trade, though, if you have been around the game long enough. Not that I'm promoting it, but there's certainly ways to be a little bit more physical and be able to get away with it still within the confines of the law of the game. Be a National Union's throw-in on that far side. Now they will take it. Now into the middle of the field. Good possession here. Not really having a whole lot of pressure from Tri-County. Now we can provide a little. We'll try to. Turf is that it does bounce a little higher than a natural surface. And if you don't play on it often enough, it takes a little bit of time to get used to. Leonetti in that corner. She got some help. Now into the middle of the box with some time. Nice turn. No angle really. Wants to play it back now to the top of the 18. Back out to Leonetti. Nalia gets it taken away though. Metzger right there as well with some support. Now they throw it into the corner. As coach yells, play out of it, play out of it. I don't necessarily want to hold play up there quite yet. Still some time left on the clock. Teams will advance to the regional championships in Region 2. Entering the final 2 to 3 minutes here in the match. 79th minute of action. And if you're just joining us, the Nationals Union have scored 2 second half goals to go up 2-0 over Tri-County. It was scoreless at the break. No one really having too many clear opportunities in that first half. And so the second half was going to be all up for grabs. Here's Nationals Union. Jenna all over the field. 17 for Black. She's been kind of the workhorse for this National Union side. She wants the ball, and that's what you love out of players. Demand the ball at your feet. All the best players in the world want to always be on the ball. With some time here, keep it in bounds. Will she play back to her goalkeeper? It's going to take a lot for her to shield that far. Should have probably played her goalkeeper well much earlier than that. Nice turn, though. able to keep the ball. Schultz. And again that's the kind of decision, is like you want to make that decision right away. Be committed to what you want to do. She put herself into kind of a precarious situation there late as the players started to provide some pressure deep in her back third. But technically it was able to get around her player and keep possession. And now they've got a chance. If they wanted to, they could go here. But up 2-0, they're going to just kind of cruise through and keep possession. Now a ball into space. In the corner, they keep the ball. We have officially entered into stoppage time now. 80-plus minute. We can't expect any more than about maybe 2 minutes of stoppage time. And that's it. National Union, as the final whistle blows, are your under 16 girls state cup fall series champions. 2 second-half goals were enough to push them through to the next stage of regional and national qualifying. And they defeat the Nationals TriCounty 03 Black here in the 8 a.m. first game. Well, that's going to be all for this first match. Thanks for joining us here on the MSYSA YouTube channel. Again, from Field 3, the 8 a.m. game, the Nationals Union 02 Red defeat Nationals TriCounty 2-0. We'll be back with the 10:30 a.m. kickoff here in about an hour from Pontiac, Michigan at the United Soccer League, at the United Soccer Arenas right here in Michigan. Thanks for joining us. Have a great morning.